YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. I have an original topic and an idea that I wanted to talk to you guys about. It's a way that I've been feeling recently. And, you know, my dog Shogun Assassin hit me up with a DM of some news, right? Shogun knows. And I was like thinking to myself, like, man, this again? The question that I have is the MCU losing its sauce? Like they're putting out good movies, right? But are they losing their interconnectivity? You know how the Marvel movies connect, that MCU formula that ties all these movies and brings them together, makes it feel like you're watching one piece of something. Ever since Endgame happened, that has been completely gone. And we're going to talk about it after this. I'm going to tell you, for me, when it comes to me after Endgame, we had like Thor Ragnarok, Shang-Chi, Black Widow, Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home. Am I there? Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, that was the last one.
None of those movies to me seems to really connect like phase 1, 2, and 3 of the MCU. How many times have they introduced time travel, multiversal travel, alluding to the multiverse? How many times, how many movies have they done it in? Can we play a game and bring up the movies, chat, play along? What movies in the MCU and TV shows on Disney Plus mention the multiverse to where they could have introduced the multiverse in that show or movie, but really didn't, or did, and we have all of different sources?
Ant-Man. I mean, you talked about that. The quantum. What was it?
That was Infinity War.
No, but yeah. They talked about that.
Infinity War, Endgame, Shogun Assassin, like Loki.
Yeah, Loki.
Loki
did it a little bit more better.
Loki was the first like real one that said, "Here's what
travel.
It is."
Yeah, time travel.
Timekeepers, lineage. Oh man, all these things are, what do they call them? Deviations.
Yeah.
The multiverse.
Deviants, different people.
At the end of Loki, we thought the multiverse is here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is it. The multiverse. X-Men, guys. Nope.
Yeah.
Not really talking about. Loki's not tied to Shang-Chi, to nothing.
No.
It's just on its own thing.
No.
Good one. Justice Divine Allah. You still watch me?
Endgame was the first time we heard about time travel, and that's when we heard about the multiverses with Loki. We didn't hear about time travel until Endgame came out. Period. Because Tony Stark came out with time travel.
Sure.
And then and that's when we eventually heard about everything else that was going on. And then we heard about the different universes with Loki. Bullshit.
We're still in a discussion where we're naming the movies. Endgame? We already mentioned.
Yeah. And well, I say Ant-Man because at the end of Ant-Man he went through the shit. And then that's when it became, you know.
Ant-Man?
Yeah. Ant-Man was the first. Because Ant-Man talked about that. Remember, he went he went through the shit.
He was lost in the quantum realm, but it wasn't described as time travel though.
Well, they talked about it because remember the wife was saying how there's more to it. There's more to that was going to remember he saved the original Ant-Man. Damn, what's his name? Hank Pym's wife. Remember he saved the wife.
That wasn't multiverse time travel. It wasn't talked about like that. It was that
it was instant though. She said that it could do.
What could it do? Go ahead.
She said it was instant that it could do more to time travel because she said she was in another world, and she said that has inklings of time travel as well too. So.
Huh? You don't even know what you're talking about.
She said that it was.
What do you think, nigga? It was the quantum realm when what do they call it when you go so small?
Yeah.
You go something. What is the term that they use in Ant-Man when you get so small you go?
You're like a amoeba.
What's the word?
You're like damn near an amoeba.
Subatomic. Thank you, Chris Coney. That's what that movie was about. It wasn't time travel. It was trying to get out of the subatomic realm where Hank Pym left his wife in there, lost her in there.
So Iron Man, the one that came up with the time travel part, just only on just that. I figured that because
you are confusing your MCU movies. You have no idea what you're talking about.
I guess so.
What movie was it where Ant-Man was explaining time travel? Do you remember? Don't look at the chat either. The chat can't help you.
What movie that he was talking about time travel?
What movie was Ant-Man laying out time travel?
Endgame.
No.
It was Endgame.
It was Endgame.
Give me that neck. I'll get you later.
Yeah, it was Endgame.
Give me that neck later.
The rat opened him up in Endgame.
Endgame.
Yeah, Endgame.
The truck was there. Remember? He came out.
Yes,
he was stuck in there.
it was Endgame.
He was stuck in there.
Yes, and
Yeah.
what he said, you know what I'm telling you,
Yeah.
basically a time machine. He was like, yeah.
Yeah, and then Tony Stark figured out
He gave
how
him
how they
suits.
could do it.
Tony Stark. Yeah. So that's Endgame, not Ant-Man.
Okay, I thought
The Ant-Man movie wasn't about time travel.
because I remember
Neither of them.
Before
Ant-Man and the
Endgame-
Wasp was out too.
because before Endgame
Those-
he got trapped.
Bro.
He
Freak
got-
it.
all
Freak
right,
it.
All right.
We're going back and forth on shit that you're derailing my topic with your insanity. Bro, Endgame is a movie. They talked about time travel. Loki talked about
Multiverse.
time travel with the multiverse.
Yeah.
Then what did we have? After Endgame, it was the movie that was directly after Endgame, as a matter of fact. Do you guys know what the movie was that was directly after Endgame? It was the first official Phase 4 movie, but then they retracted that and said, actually, this movie's still Phase 3.
I felt like Captain Marvel came out.
No, that came out between Infinity War and Endgame, 2019.
Wait. It's not.
But did Captain Marvel mention the multiverse at all?
Captain Marvel did allude it with the pager, but we didn't know.
Wasn't
until,
a
like,
multi? Wasn't a, no? I said multiverse. What's that shit called?
Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Oh yeah.
Earth 616, that shit.
Yeah,
The
okay.
lie that,
All right.
that Mysterio made up about there being multiple
I forgot all
Earths.
about that bullshit.
And that, they said that Thanos snap had an effect on the universe
And opened up a
and
portal.
opened up all these worlds. That made so much sense.
Yeah.
That snap could have been the reason why the X-Men are here and mutants are here. And they even ran with that in Far From Home and then turned that into a joke. Oh my God, you thought it was multiple Earths? What a joke. What a dumb kid.
You idiot.
I'm like, dang, you freaking had a really good opportunity to really introduce some shit.
Bad writing.
MCU. Thank you, Shaweezy got a Far From Home. They didn't do it Far From Home.
Yeah, bad writing.
Sure. And then what? Another movie, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is another
Oh yeah,
film.
he talked about that too. He talked about it.
Showed the X-Men in that hoe. Kevin Feige has later come out and said I ain't gonna be.
But
no
it
X-Men.
wasn't really time travel though. It was other worlds.
What do you call that? Other worlds.
That's the.
Hold on. No. That's that. We can get it. E. What were they doing in Multiverse of Madness?
I mean, time travel is like
No.
you going to like in the future type shit. They were on another planet on another planet, but I don't believe
Say it, not planet. Say it.
other realms.
No, almost another word for that.
I'm not going by time travel. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it. I don't know.
Multiverse.
Okay,
Another universe.
Okay, but that's another. Is that's considered time travel to you?
This discussion was talking about time travel,
Right.
and the multiverse.
Right, but I don't see that as considered time travel. Time travel, like time travel is more like future events. They're on another planet. There you go with that shit. That's like another planet though.
My nigga, I got something for you, my G. Put this on. What the freak?
For real? That's another planet though. How's that? All right, fuck it. All right.
Multiverse, E. Multiverse.
I hear you, but that's it's.
Realm. Multi-realm.
Hey man, I watched Back to the Future. I see Back to the Future, and when Back to the Future, they went to time in the future. You saying time travel? They did time travel. They wasn't on another planet. They were still on the same planet. It was just in another. It was basically what they was in the time.
I feel like cities when
It's in the
Yoda
future.
baby
In the
hits
future.
88
They were on a whole
I
nother.
feel like cities when Yoda first came into the shit and shocked him out the chair.
They were on a whole nother
And he
planet.
flipped over his chair, my nigga.
They was in a whole nother. Well, not
Wrecking
planet,
my chair. Huh?
but they was in a whole. But they were in a whole nother. They was in a whole nother universe though.
Holy
All right, whatever.
Oh my god. Bro,
All
that
right.
shit looks good on you, you dumb
It
bitch.
look better on you.
Yeah, for sure, but you're wearing it, you dunce jester.
Hey, I don't see it, but I play the game.
Fool. fool. You're my fool. Mother freaker. You ain't hearing the word multiverse come out of my mouth?
I heard you say that. I heard it all.
Oh, did you?
I just didn't agree with that that term that about.
What term? Say the
in
term.
Doctor
Say
Strange
it.
Multiverse of Madness.
Say it.
In the Multiverse of Madness, it to me it did because like I said, I'm a Back to the Future huge fan, and that's to me did not seem like time travel because it was on a whole nother.
What about the multiverse?
World. I mean, the multiverse was they were still on the multiverse.
I'm glad Marty McFly is part of the Marvel franchise.
I'm about to pass out.
Marty McFly. Marty McFly.
We just seen the moment where he got it. I seen the slow play-by-play where it finally hit your brain. He was like, man, we finna. The thing about the multiverse.
Nah, that ain't what happened. I just left it alone.
Cause you like that one boxing match with Antonio Tarver. That's right. Floyd Mayweather. Get ready for this fight. It's going to be some fireworks and popcorn tonight. Holy shoot. Oh my God, thank you.
That's just, like I said, to me, that just don't seem like the right point.
Yeah, so what all right, so what I was saying was the time travel element and the multiverse element they don't really seem to be connecting these movies that much, like Eternals to Shang-Chi to Black Widow to Far No Way Home. They are in and out of the multiverse independently in their own films, but none of them are connecting and none of them mention each other.
Right.
It feels incredibly sloppy to me, and as an MCU fan, it's something that I noticed. Even though these movies that they're bringing out are probably some of the best of the phases independently, but that interconnectivity the gel is not there. Have you noticed that?
Because we want to be working towards something, and I think it's too complex, too many writers. There's no grand maestro overseeing everything.
Isn't that Kevin Feige? Wasn't that Kevin Feige?
I think it's too much to keep up with to try and. They were only really doing it through Easter eggs for the most part, anyway. You know what I mean? All of these phases. You know, in game, we gotta understand that it's like music. There's ebbs and flows, and once we hit, a 10-year, I give them 3 or 4 years. Once they hit a 10-year mark and accomplish that goal, I give them another 3 or 4 years to try and get their planning back together. It's not business as usual. They just, through the biggest cinematic party that you could ever throw. And all due respect, Stan Lee, I know he wasn't at the helm for his Twilight years, but he invented interacting characters. Before that, everybody had a separate world. And then Stan Lee would put Thor in the background of one of the panels and says, Thor's traveling to Asgard to see what he's getting into by Thor number 7. And they put that in a little blurb in a comic book. And that's what transpires in the movies. But I don't need everything to intertwine and interact and explain it to my girl. And nah, I'm okay with some of them being separate because I understand that they have to build that momentum back up.
I feel like this though, man. I think that the writers and directors that they're going for, and I said this plenty of times, the passion is just different. It's not the same. I feel like a lot of them don't know, some of them don't know the characters or knowing what's about. I understand you want to switch characters up, but I feel like people don't be truly into what their true story is, or they don't really pay attention, because when you write a story, the story has to make sense. The story has to, come effect.
Put your hat back on, bro. It fell.
The story has to, it's funny when you had it, aka, it has to make sense. It has to have some type of substance to it, and it seems like with Marvel, what they did, they kind of killed that substance. You know what I mean? It's so much that they could have worked through with these characters. Is this
the fault of Kevin Feige? Is Kevin Feige to blame? Is Kevin Feige on autopilot?
I feel like it's not Kevin. I said this before. I don't feel like it's Kevin Feige. I feel like it's Disney. Disney is Kevin Feige might be the helm of Marvel, but he has a boss. And I feel like when more Kevin Feige try to do what he wants to do, they pull him back and stop him from doing what he's doing. So I feel like it's not Kevin Feige, it's Disney, the company that he works for. I feel like they are stopping him from doing what he's trying to accomplish.
He's like the ultimate boss almost over there. Like there's only like
you don't think
one
so,
or
so
two
you think
people
if Kevin
above him.
Feige say, hey, you know what, we're gonna have this character, it's gonna be a little blood or whatever in it, they're gonna be like, yeah. Hell no.
Kevin Feige don't answer to nobody when it comes to the content in Marvel. I think he's producing, creating, and greenlighting movies.
We saw a lot of stuff in Marvel that had a lot of fairy dust.
Yeah, Marvel is Feige, bro. Freak. All this shit is his doing, bro. And we need to hold him accountable for some of the stuff that's lacking. He gets the praise, and then he has to deal with some of this backlash.
So you feel like it's Kevin Feige's idea that said that's
All
going to
of
be
this
all
is
women,
Kevin
it's going to
Feige's
be women or whatever, and you're going to love it?
Yes. He sat up there and said it's going to be PG-13 and you're going to like it when he let go of the director.
You don't think somebody told him to say that, though?
Ain't nobody in Feige's ear. Feige is the one in people's ears. He's the guy. So, me personally, this is just how I feel. Let me know in the comment section if you guys agree or disagree. Sad, is anything you wanted to add to it? Or?
I just think it's just become too big for one person to manage and see that vision from the mountaintop.
You think it's at that point where it's too big?
It's so, yeah. I mean, you're talking about 5, 10, 15-year plans, multiple bottom lines, multiple storylines, writers, directors. It's so much that comes across his desk. I can't even imagine. I'm sure he's in a freaking multiverse his damn self.
I'm looking at the chat and a couple of people, Dougie says, I've been feeling the Marvel fatigue. The MCU quality is quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? Get She-Hulk out of here. Mm-hmm. People got issues. Disney Plus, as far when it comes to Marvel, is just O for O. It's just not good. Disney Plus Marvel is not
only one show.
Good. Netflix Marvel is better than Disney Plus Marvel.
So I've been saying that.
I've
been saying that from the beginning.
I can't believe that it's that I'm saying it and believing in it. Netflix's shot at Marvel was better than Disney Plus's right now.
It's only one good show on Disney Plus, and that's Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The only show.
I mean, Loki was decent.
Yeah.
The cussing.
Loki got problems.
The cussing.
They all
got
sex.
Problems. I just felt like
no kissing, Netflix, no sex, none of that.
I feel like Netflix had less handcuffs. You know what I mean? Netflix had freedom to do a little bit more. You could get drunk. You could get shot. A couple people got killed. Yeah. I don't see this, I liked Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Did it tie into everything else?
I gave Moon Knight a slugger's shot. And by episode 3, I was starting to freaking hate it. And then the end of it really just slapped me in the face. Don't get me started on freaking Hawkeye. Oh, my God.
The best thing that came out of the Disney thing for me was Miss Marvel. And I'm not a Miss Marvel fan, but I enjoyed the show for what it was.
We're going to go ahead and let this continue in the comment section, guys. Let us know. Are you guys seeing it? Listen, I understand there's fanboys. And I'm not even talking to you Marvel fanboys because y'all have no logic.
And you don't care. So because Deadpool is through a different company, he's got no control over Deadpool. Like, Deadpool playing with Colossus and all that kind of stuff.
He has full control over Deadpool.
So, I mean, it's money mixed with creativity. Deadpool is...
The problem with Deadpool is he going to be rated R? That's the question. He's not.
We're seeing Bishop.
They're saying that he is.
Don't Deadpool show breasts and he's shooting people and all
that? The first movie did. Or the first movie showed all that.
100% raunchy.
Yeah. They ain't doing that no more.
But no more?
Nope. The second one wasn't doing that.
There's absolutely no way that Deadpool 2 would have released under Disney's watch.
And where did Bishop come? Where did Bishop? Wasn't Bishop in Deadpool 2?
No, I wasn't Bishop.
Cable.
Yeah. I don't read Cable. So
the actor who played Thanos played Cable.
How does he move around? Like, how does he move around through the universe? Doesn't he have some sort of
teleportation?
Time traveling?
Yeah.
But Cable does. Bishop does as well.
But not multiverse travel.
No, time travel.
Only time, not multi.
Sure.
Two difference.
It won't be in Wakanda at all. I doubt. Right? Wakanda forever.
I doubt it.
Who knows? You remember the movie Deadpool 2? It was a little boy screaming and cussing and saying all kind of bad stuff. Kevin Feige would not have released that on. If that was the script for Deadpool 3, it would not be greenlit. He's not going to show kids cussing and being bad because Disney.
So it's been Disney-fied.
Yeah.
Did you know that since Disney owns them Netflix rights, they put Deadpool, Jessica Jones, all that is on Disney Plus. And there was a huge wave of parents trying to boycott Disney Plus for doing it.
Are you serious?
Really?
Because their children have access to
these shows.
mature television shows. So Feige knows he's going to have to deal with this. He knows that there's people out there ready to just, the housewives and mothers are ready to give him a hard time for having mature content on the platform.
They should have.
I thought they was gonna put that on a Stars thing though. Remember they had that Stars.
It's international. If you have a with the VPN, then you have access to that type of stuff. But everybody doesn't. So they needed it because America has Hulu, and that's what's ruining it for everybody.
Because the Stars supposed to be like the rated R shit.
Yes.
That they should have.
Had they not had their own had they not had their own channel, would that have been a good thing for Marvel, that influx of money? Because we're clearly feeling it. The budgets are getting spent, and we're getting characters that we might not have gotten, like Moon Knight, but is it worth it? I mean, if they're going to be watered down and not who they really are, number one, and if Disney had just, like some people be owning restaurants and you don't even know they own it, like on the back end, if they didn't put it on Disney Plus, I feel like the money could be working for them and the content, but everything owned by Disney does not have to be Disney. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. Disney owned Touchstone Pictures, which released Dead Presidents.
Right.
Dead Presidents is a
rated R movie.
Disney product.
Hollywood Pictures.
That's still crazy to me. I was shocked when I heard that.
Yeah.
I broke that here.
Yeah, I know. I was shocked when I heard that.
It's a real thing, bro. So they used to have different brandings underneath, and that's what they should do. But when Deadpool comes out, it's not going to have the Disney. It's going to be Fox. The Fox
brand.
20th Century Studios is called.
There ain't going to be no blood. It ain't going to be no...
Do you think Disney would have been more suited towards DC? DC and Disney, because their characters are...
No, not at all. So, I guess we'll leave it there. Comment section, guys. Let us know what you guys think. Thank you guys so very much for watching Jody's Corner. We out here.
Peace.
Like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Thumb that video. Free 99 all day. Don't forget to share and show love to the JC family.
He took the hat off,
Let's know
y'all.
what you think about it. You like it, you don't like it, let what you think.
It's not the end of the segment.
And do it now.
Segment yet, bitch.